I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked.
Hi guys, Ian from FootballBoost.kk here, and today we're talking about the Vapor 11. That's right, the 11th generation of the Mercurial Vapor. They have replaced the Vapor 10s. Still seeing Ibrahimovic wearing these, but the likes of Coutinho and Eden Hazard are wearing the Vapor 11s. And today I've got Matt here with me. He's going to let us know what we think of these, and we're on the pitch right now. So here you go, Matt. Good catch. All right, let's get on with it.
I remember you.
So what you find in terms of fit of the new Vapor 11 is they'll be quite narrow in the midfoot and toe box, so it won't be the best for wide-footed players, just like the Mercurial Superfly.
So because of these horizontal ridges that they've added to the upper of the Vapor 11, you're going to find that it's not as soft as the Vapor 10 in the upper itself, but it does mean that the boot itself will retain its structure a little bit better than before. You're going to have the same kind of feeling of kind of not too much protection on the boot because the upper is as thin as it was on the 10.
So if you guys are interested in buying a new pair of the Vapor 11s and don't know which size to go for, then my opinion would be go true to size. If you want the Vapor 10, then go for that same size because they will fit very similar. If you're a player that likes a really snug fit, you could go half a size down, but as I said, true to size is probably the way to go.
So the T-Gen upper on the Vapor 11 is a little bit stiffer than that on the Vapor 10s, so you will find that it's going to need a slightly longer break-in period, but what you will find is it's not going to crease as much and it is going to be better long term. The same as the Vapor 10s, you've got the tongueless design on the Vapors, no change there. It just gives you this nice seamless fit, really nice feature to a standout boot. So the Vapor has the long-serving T-Gen synthetic upper. It's got that leather-like feel. Goes from toe to heel on the boot. It is everywhere. One thing they've done is added a nice little bit of plastic on the front here. So just around the toe area here, they've added a little bit of plastic, and it's just going to help with sole separation, stop any issues that may occur in that area. That's something new from the Vapor 10s, something different to see with these. And you're still going to find that this upper is soft and flexible and all those kind of good things that you look for in a Vapor. So the same as the Superfly, Nike have added some horizontal ridges to the Vapor 11. They're not quite the same as the Speed Rips, but they are designed to add that little bit extra friction when you're dribbling, and they are slightly different on the medial to the lateral side of the boot. Let's take a look at the sole plate. Here I've got the Superfly, and this is the Vapor that we're looking at today. Now, as you can tell, they've both got exactly the same sole plate. This is the new design from Nike, and they're trying to mimic the natural contours of your foot. And the other thing they've done is they've used a layered nylon sole plate, and that's managed to take about 20 grams out of the weight of the boot. They're only going to run at about 170 now, so that's a nice weight saving aspect. They've got these chevron shaped bladed designs, and they're really good for acceleration. They're relatively deep. Matt noticed that when he was playing with them. They've also got one set up for braking as well, so if you want to go fast or slow, you'll be able to stop as well as accelerate with these, which is a good thing when you're running around.
Okay guys, so we're going to have a break here. I've been testing these boots for about an hour, and let me tell you, in terms of performance, the biggest thing that I noticed was the new sole plate. The chevron studs are very aggressive, as Ian said. They are quite deep, and playing on this 3G pitch, you do get some really high traction on there. Apart from that, this new horizontal ridge upper is very aggressive too. So when I was dribbling with the ball, it did give me some real good grip, and also when striking, it gave me some nice purchase. One thing that I wasn't so keen about compared to the Vapor 10 was the upper wasn't as soft or flexible. So if they could combine that upper with the horizontal ridges and their sole plate, that'll be a perfect boot for me. So one thing about the new Mercurial range, which is going to be down to personal preference, is of course the design. We've got the Vapor and the Superfly here, and they both have the total crimson, pink glass, Volt and black colorway. One thing about the Vapor, which is a slight positive compared to the Superfly, is that it doesn't feature the half and half design. We can see that pink blast features on the medial side panel on the Superfly and total crimson on the outsole. On the Vapor, they kind of merge it together. In the striped effect, we've got the total crimson, the pink blast and the black. I'm not such a fan of this whole design. The colorway isn't for me. They've got 3 colorway all coming together. Saying that, you can get some really sweet Nike ID colorways. I saw an all red version with a white swoosh. So if you do want these boots and you aren't a fan of the colorway, you can go onto Nike ID and make your own.
So let's get into a few of the weaknesses of the Vapor 11. Because it has that thin upper, they offer a little bit less protection than some boots. You might not be a massive fan of this design. Some people are, so really personal preference in that bit. One of the other things that could be a problem is the sole plate. If you wear orthotics or something like that, then you may well struggle to take out the sock liner in these and be able to wear them because of the way they've been designed to shape around the natural contours of the foot, so another boot may be better for you. As I said, protection is an issue because of that thin upper, and the other thing to consider is wide feet. They're not necessarily a good boot for people with wide feet. Right, that's it for the test, guys. Matt's had a chance to wear the Vapor 11s. The question is, how do they compare to the Vapor 10s? Matt, what's your first thoughts?
Well, in terms of performance, there's no doubt that the new Vapor 11 does perform a lot better than the Vapor 10. The upper does give you a lot more friction on the ball, and also the sole plate takes the Vapor to a new level. One thing that is a slight disadvantage compared to the 10 is that the upper isn't as soft. But saying that, the performance-wise of the 11 is much better and it will retain its shape.
So it's interesting to note the likes of Ibrahimovic haven't been wearing the Vapor 11s at Euro 2016. He's decided to stick with his Vapor 10s. Not sure on the reasoning on that, and we'll find out. Maybe he's looking for a new boot deal. Maybe he just doesn't like the 11s over the 10s. But it's something for you to consider when you want to make your decision. Do you want this kind of extra friction from your dribbling, or do you want the softer upper that you get from the Vapor 10s? Also consider you can probably get the Vapor 10s a lot cheaper than you can the Vapor 11s. Alright, so that's it for our test of the Vapor 11s. We'll be back with another test and review very soon. If you do want to get yourself a hold of these boots, then make sure you check out our website. They're available now. You can also get 10% off using the discount code BLACKORANGE. That is only at Lovell Soccer, so make sure you find those on the website and you can get a pair of these for yourself straight away. Alright guys, we're going to go play some more football. Until next time, see you then.
When I close my